Hello, welcome at GistBand TV. Let's kick things off by unpacking this whole idea of throwing around the word unstable like it's just casual slang in online chatter. Picture this, you're scrolling through comments, and suddenly everyone's diagnosing someone as unstable simply because they don't vibe with their choices or rivalries. But hold up, instability isn't some lightweight insult you slap on when you're disappointed or jealous. It's a heavy term rooted in real emotional or mental imbalance, like someone teetering on the edge of chaos. When we misuse it, we're not just being lazy, we're diluting powerful language that should spark genuine empathy or concern. Think about it, how many times have you seen a heated debate turn into a labeling frenzy? It shuts down real analysis, replacing facts with finger-pointing. Instead of dissecting actions or words, we end up with echo chambers of reckless judgments. This casual weaponizing of mental health terms doesn't just harm the person targeted, it erodes our collective understanding of what true instability looks like. It's like calling every disagreement a war, it loses all impact. So next time you see it online, pause and ask, is this about behavior, or just bias sneaking in? Keeping it real means grounding our words in truth, not trends. Now, let's get real about what instability actually means. It's all about patterns of behavior, not your personal grudge or preconceived notions. Imagine someone spiraling, erratic decisions, emotional outbursts that flip like a light switch, confusion that derails their path. That's the red flags waving high. But slapping that label on just because they won't play by your rules. That's not analysis, that's projection at its finest. We all have expectations. Maybe you wanted them to clap back in a feud or pivot their career your way, but refusing doesn't equal instability. It's like judging a chess master. Unstable because they don't make the move you predicted. True judgment comes from observable actions. Do they maintain control under pressure? Are their choices consistent over time? Bias clouds this. It's easier to call someone unhinged than admit your lens is skewed. This leads to wild conclusions that spread like wildfire online, turning molehills into mountains. Remember, stability isn't about pleasing crowds, it's about inner coherence. So, challenge yourself, strip away your feelings and focus on facts. That's how we elevate discussions from gossip to insight, keeping the online world a bit less toxic. Here's a twist that flips the script. How can someone be labeled unstable when their productivity is off the charts? Think about it, instability thrives in disarray, where plans crumble and focus scatters like leaves in the wind. But consistent output. That's the antithesis. Releasing projects on schedule, hitting deadlines like clockwork, building momentum that doesn't fizzle out, these are hallmarks of discipline forged in steel. It's like watching a marathon runner maintain pace mile after mile, no room for emotional derailments there. If someone's churning out work that resonates, sustaining a career amid storms, that's evidence of mental fortitude, not fragility. Critics might ignore this because it doesn't fit their narrative, but facts don't lie. Productivity demands structure, routines, resilience, a clear headspace. You can't fake that in the long haul. So, when you see someone grinding through the noise, delivering hit after hit, recognize it as proof of steadiness. It challenges the lazy labels and reminds us that true strength often hides in the hustle. Next time a doubter cries unstable, point to the results, they speak louder than any online shade. Shifting gears to something intriguing, what if silence isn't a sign of cracking under pressure, but a masterclass in self-mastery? Take Sonia's approach, opting out of the online drama circus isn't avoidance, it's a calculated choice dripping with confidence. In a world where every ping demands a response, choosing peace over pettiness screams clarity. It's like a seasoned warrior knowing when to sheath the sword, focusing energy on what truly matters. Weakness? Hardly. This is emotional intelligence in action, understanding that engaging in endless back and forth drains the soul without yielding wins. Imagine the discipline it takes to scroll past provocations, channeling that fire into creation instead. It's not fragility, it's fortress building. Online, we often misread this as retreat, but really, it's redirection, pouring into priorities that build legacies, not likes. Sonia's silence isn't empty, it's loaded with intent, a quiet roar of, I'm above this. It invites us to rethink our own reactions. Why chase every storm when you can sail through calm waters? This perspective flips the narrative. turning what seems like weakness into a superpower that keeps the journey steady and unstoppable. Diving into the numbers game, because who doesn't love cold, hard facts that cut through the fluff? When a project like A Mix of Love racks up 1.8 million views in just 4 days, that's not luck, it's a thunderous vote of confidence from the audience. Views don't lie, they're a direct pulse on loyalty and trust. In the digital arena, where attention is currency, this kind of surge signals stability like a neon sign. Chaos breeds disengagement, people tune out inconsistency, but here. It's a loyal fanbase glued to every frame, proving relevance and resonance. Think of it as a popularity poll won fair and square, not through hype but genuine connection. Engagement metrics are the ultimate truth serum, they reveal if someone's holding steady or sleeping. No sympathy views here, platforms reward what captivates. This milestone isn't just a win, it's armor against the unstable whispers, showing a foundation solid enough to weather critics. It keeps viewers hooked, wondering what's next in this upward trajectory. So, let the numbers narrate, they are the unbiased jury, declaring stability through sustained success that keeps the momentum rolling. Let's explore the backbone of real growth. It's not random sparks, but a blueprint of structure and vision that screams long-term stability. Building a production house from the ground up. That's not whimsy, it's calculated strategy, resilience tested through trials. Earning awards amid the grind. Picture the late nights, the pivots, the unyielding focus, it all demands a steady mind and heart. Sustaining relevance in a fickle industry isn't for the scattered, it's for those with emotional anchors deep in the sea of challenges. These fits clash head-on with any unstable tag, like oil and water refusing to mix. Instability scatters efforts, but this is cohesion personified, planning that spans years, not moods. It's inspiring, really, a reminder that true progress blooms from mental clarity, not chaos. When you see someone stacking achievements like this, it's a testament to inner strength that defies doubters. It challenges us to level up our own games, turning envy into emulation. In the end, these milestones aren't accidents, they're monuments to the power of a grounded vision, keeping the story evolving and the audience invested. One of the most fascinating online illusions is how silence and focus get twisted into signs of weakness. It's like mistaking a lion's prowl for fear. In reality, stepping back from the digital din to chase quiet progress is pure maturity. It's self-awareness on steroids, recognizing that noise distracts from destiny. Many misinterpret this as hiding, but it's honing, sharpening skills away from the spotlight's glare. Imagine channeling that energy into breakthroughs instead of battles. It's a game changer. Online culture thrives on reactivity, so when someone opts for peace, it disrupts the script, leaving critics scrambling. But true power lies in this. In this detachment, fostering growth that's authentic and unforced. It's a lesson for all, why feed trolls when you can fuel dreams. This misunderstood strategy keeps things intriguing, as the silent builder often emerges stronger, surprising everyone. It flips the power dynamic, turning perceived vulnerability into veiled victory. So, next time you spot someone thriving in tranquility, celebrate it. It's the underrated path to lasting impact that keeps the narrative fresh and the viewers pondering their own paths. Contrast that with what real instability looks like. It's not subtle, it's a whirlwind of emotional reactivity that pulls you in like a drama series you can't quit. Constant explanations, knee-jerk responses to every slight, oversharing that exposes raw nerves, these are the telltale signs of inner turbulence. Shifting identities like outfits, chasing validation in every thread. That's uncertainty bubbling over, a spiral that's mesmerizing in its messiness. It's like watching a house of cards wobble, one gust, and it all tumbles. Grounded confidence, though. It doesn't need the constant defense, it stands tall on its own. This distinction hooks you because it's relatable. Who hasn't seen a friend or foe caught in that loop? It humanizes the discussion, reminding us that true unrest reveals itself in patterns, not isolated moments. By highlighting this contrast, we sharpen our discernment, turning passive scrolling into active analysis. It's a wake-up call, spot the reactivity, and you'll see the unrest. This insight keeps the conversation dynamic, urging us to reflect on our own stability amid the online frenzy. Shifting to the raw truth of performance, metrics and just numbers, they're the spotlight that exposes reality over rumors. Views deepen. Engagement flatlining. That's not sabotage or conspiracy, it's the audience voting with their clicks, a brutal but honest mirror. Platforms don't dole out sympathy, they amplify what sparks interest. When growth stalls, it's a signal to reassess, not rally cries or foul play. But soaring stats. They're the gold standard, proving consistency and captivation. It's thrilling because it's objective, no spin can hide from data. Think of it as a scorecard in the game of relevance. High scores mean you're winning hearts, not just headlines. This focus on facts over fiction keeps things grounded, cutting through emotional narratives that cloud judgment. It empowers creators and viewers alike, emphasizing that success stems from substance, not stories. In a sea of opinions, metrics are the anchor, revealing who's truly stable in the storm. This perspective intrigues because it demystifies the digital world, inviting deeper dives into what really drives traction and keeps the buzz alive. Here's a layer that adds intrigue. The line between dependence and independence often reveals the core of stability. Leaning on someone else's glow for relevance. That's like borrowing a spotlight, temporary and tenuous, a setup ripe for instability when the source dims. True stability. It's forging your own path, building a platform that's self-sustaining, rooted in personal hustle. No crutches, just creation that stands alone. It's captivating because it's a tale of empowerment, breaking free from shadows to claim your stage. Reliance breeds vulnerability, shifts in alliances can topple it all, but independence. It's armored resilience. This dynamic plays out in countless stories, from celebs to everyday creators, making it universally relatable. Spotting this divider sharpens our view, who's riding coattails, and who's carving trails. It challenges narratives of unstable by highlighting self-reliance as the ultimate stabilizer. In the end, it's a motivator, push for your own light, and watch stability solidify. This insight keeps the discussion electric, prompting reflections on our own journeys toward autonomy. Wrapping this up with a bang, often, the sharpest attacks stem from projection, where someone's discomfort with your shine leads them to dim it with labels like unstable. It's psychological warfare, your growth disrupts their story, so they flip it into negativity. But progress isn't a threat, it's proof of evolution. When achievements stack up, shaking preferred narratives, envy masquerades as critique. Recognizing this turns the tables, it's not about the labeled, it's about the labelers on ease. This revelation is gripping because it's a mirror to human nature, we've all felt that twinge. It transforms judgment into empathy, urging us to celebrate rises rather than resent them. Stability shines through in unwavering advancement, turning projection into mere noise. So, embrace the climb, let the projections fade. This mindset elevates us all, fostering a culture of uplift over undercut. And that's a wrap on debunking the unstable myth. Hope this deep dive kept you hooked from start to finish. What do you think? Have you seen this kind of labeling in your feeds? Drop your thoughts below on how we can keep online convos more real and less reckless. Let's chat it out respectfully. Who knows, your take might spark the next big discussion. Hit that like if it resonated, and subscribe for more unfiltered insights. See you in the comments.